Hello everybody, today it's time to change the oil in the lawnmower, and I'm also going to demonstrate a spark plug cleaner that I have. All I'm going to do is take the fill cap off, tip it over and dump it into that oil bucket there. Here's what the old oil looks like, pretty good and black. Set that up out of the way for now and tip it over. And we're draining out. Just that easy. And I always make it a practice to disconnect the spark plug when I'm working on the lawnmower. So I'm going to switch the blade out to a sharp blade. And I don't want that kicking. Get the old air compressor out. Clean out the air filter and make sure everything else is cleaned out. Probably tighten the wheels a little bit as well. Here's the oil I got to put in it this time. Just good old 30 weight non-detergent oil. Here's the air filter. It's pretty dirty, so just take the air compressor and clean that out. And a few minutes later, it's all cleaned up, ready to reassemble. Here's what it looks like with the cover off. I've just cleaned the outside of the carburetor and all that area. Just had some oil seepage and buildup. Here's the data on the engine. Pause to read if you'd like to. Still in pretty good shape yet. Now let's get the spark plug out and cleaned. Here's the spark plug cleaner I got several years ago. It's mint in the box, never been used, 12 volts. My grandpa had one like this many years ago and it worked like a champ. Here's the spark plug out of the lawnmower. It's pretty dirty, so we'll see if we can get that cleaned up. Let's take a look at this box. Looks like Snapper lawnmowers. It's an old Ford Courier pickup. Evinrude boat. Speedboat, motorcycle. Before and after. And it shot out some abrasive material on each side, so there's that. I don't know where I would get something to replenish that with. Made in Hong Kong. Part number 7803. So definitely late 70s, maybe early 80s by the looks of these lawnmowers and vehicles and stuff like that. For demonstrating the spark plug cleaner, we got my 30 amp 12 volt power supply. I've had that, gosh, had that since the 80s probably. So we'll plug that in and get some 12 volts for this spark plug cleaner to run. I will plug it in and you can hear the relay click and the transformer humming. Ready to go. I've got my 12 volt power source hooked up safely. Let's see if it works. Well, being brand new, I need to put the abrasive grit in. I forgot to do that. So let's go ahead and do that now. And there it is, and here's a look at the inside of the machine. Very basic, just a 12-volt motor and a power switch. And I guess a fan to suck the abrasive material and chooch it out on the spark plug. Alright, now let's clean the spark plug. This is going to get loud in just a few seconds. Here we go. Okay, let's give it a look. It's definitely made some improvement. I will run it through another cycle and see if I can get it a little cleaner. And running it through a second cycle made a pretty good difference. There you go. That's a little better. Even you can see the ceramic now. It was solid black to begin with. So we'll put this back in and see if it starts up any better. So that thing did a pretty good job for what it is. I have two blades for this lawnmower. One's always sharp and one's always in use. This one's now dull. I have a freshly sharpened blade ready to go. This one's a 5/8. And I got my block of wood in there. And that's why I have the spark plug disconnected. So sure wouldn't want this to pop as I was spinning it and kick the blade into my hand. That would not make a nice day. Okay, I'm in the process of tightening the new blade, making sure to keep my hand out of the way. I don't know what the torque specs are, but it's snugged up pretty good. It's not going to come loose. And now this blade's ready to go back into the shop to be sharpened. And the new sharp blade, or not brand new, but freshly sharpened blades in service. Let's see if it starts up any better than it did before. That was much easier starting than it was before. I'll have to go back and review my other video on when I did a start of this several months back, or maybe 2 months ago, I don't know now. Not horrible. All maintained. Seems to be running pretty well. Thank you for watching.